name is Allison Youngwood, and I'd like to share with you some things I've learned from the book, The Worshiping Bride by Wesley Amos. Today, my text of reference will be the chapter that says New Covenant, New Song. And that chapter starts out by talking about John 4, when Jesus met the woman at the well in the Samaritan village. One of the things I found most interesting is that he talked to her and asked her for a drink. And she was saying, don't you know you're not supposed to do that? But basically, she gave him the drink, and Jesus then gave her knowledge about her life. She was so astounded by what he knew, because she knew that he had not known her. But how could he know her? But especially that he had to be someone special. Now, one of the things that I thought was most amazing is that her responses to him had to do with worship and how they worship and how others worship. And his response to her was not to single anyone out, but to say that there's a day coming that it won't matter where you worship. And what he was talking about was that worship has to do with a connection between us and God. And he spoke about that God is a spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. And that was in John 4:20-24. This text also talked about how the sacrificing of lambs and animals were a symbol of the true and final sacrifice, which is Jesus. And now that Jesus has come, that there's no need for those connections any longer, because the sacrifice is permanent and it's everlasting. And he declared himself to be the Lord of the Sabbath, and that was Jesus. And we know that every believer is a priest and the temple of the living God. And we are ministers of the new covenant. We are not bound by the laws and rituals, which are pointed toward the reality of Christ. The reality is Christ, the eternal sacrifice, lives in us. And wherever we are is a perfect place to worship the Lord, because the Lord is everywhere. We are a holy priesthood, and we are a holy temple. Because we have access to his holy presence of God through the blood of Jesus. The time and the place for worship has no boundaries. All the moments, all places throughout creation may be sacred occasions for worship. And I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you for listening, because we are a new covenant and a new song because of the blood of Jesus.